All right, here we go. All right, just got the stream coming up. Just making sure I'm testing out a dual stream ID option using Streamlabs. So let me know if that works. If not, I could still just go to the one stream. Cool. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about about what I was doing with Claude and how I'm using it to kind of like automate a lot of the stuff that I'm working on. Let's just check my stream, make sure everything's good. There you go. I hear my voice. It's a good sign. I don't see the other stream coming up, the vertical one. So maybe that one's not working. All good. Not a big deal. Cool. So today, I don't need to be on that page. Just go over here. Bring this over here to be able to share my entire screen this time. There we go. Okay. Here you go. So I'm going to switch over to this. There you go. I think you could see that pretty easily, whether you're on a mobile or desktop. Again, I'm not sure how well that stream, the vertical stream, is going, but we'll see. I think that it will be a good way to share these ideas with more people. So what I was trying to do is, and again, if you ever, I'll just bring it up on the page. So if you ever want to follow along with anything that I'm doing, I post a lot of the stuff in I have a resource, you can grab it at aiprofitchecklist.com. Well, it's my landing page. And go and grab that, and I will email it right over to you. So sweet. So what I was doing was, one of the ways that I do marketing is I actually will go to Facebook, and there's this organic marketing funnel that you could use on your Facebook profile. It pretty much works for any niche that you're in. I learned, it was like one of the first things that I did when I started doing like social media marketing. And what you do is, it's pretty simple. You just go to Facebook, and it still works today. Just so you know, still works today. But and let me get to the point why it's Claude. So you create kind of like a personal profile, which I got right there, one for myself. And you wouldn't believe it, those photos aren't really me. Those are AI versions of me. They make me look more ravishing. Yeah, that's that thing. So if I wanted it to organically grow this account, which I created a new one pretty recently, and I just, decided to use that one. I have another one that I had grown pretty big, but this is a fresh one. So I kind of reset it, and I get, personally, I don't always want to be the one that is, excuse me. I don't want to be the, actually, I wonder if I can't, oh, you can't. See, if I move that, you'll see it. See, I had Claude clean up my desktop. that was fun. That was pretty cool of it. It cleaned up my whole entire desktop. It was all cluttered, and Claude organized everything for me. Just asked us to do it, and it made sense. It was perfect. Again, it actually did stuff on my computer that I don't want to do manually. So one of those things is doing the things that you have to do on social media platforms to prove that you're a human and that you're doing organic things that the social media platforms actually want. Because whether you want to or not, social goes both ways. It's like, you have to be social. So one of the things that I'll do is I'll create a profile, and see it has this banner. It's basically a little ad, AI automations that save time and make money. So that's what I'm all about. I'm about, AI and automations to help me make money, make passive income. So then I have a thing that goes to my checklist, which is my landing page. And that's why I was trying to make a point. This is my landing page, and you could be sending it to whatever you want. I have mine at, I use high level for my landing pages, and there's also a link to that on YouTube if you wanted to join through my link and help support. So then in the banner, I also include a link right here to that landing page, and AI helps you write a little blurb, and then you also do that in your profile picture. If somebody decides to click through your profile picture, you also have that there, and then you'd also, you have your main links right here, aiprofitchecklist.com. And then I also have my YouTube channel, because I'm trying to grow the YouTube channel. So then you could have whatever posts you want through that time that you want to do organically. But one of the things is that you could easily just create, simple text posts like this. And I post in like a category of like results, value, and lifestyle. Like you get those three different types of posts that you'll post on your personal profile. So that's like step one of like just getting your profile ready. And then you would post helpful things. You're never really salesy in like you may say results. You could point it out, value, lifestyle, and that draws people to your page, that gets them to your landing page. And you're kind of creating a funnel based off of your activity. So your activity on Facebook attracts people to your profile, and when they land on your profile, your goal is that they click on this and go to your landing page. It's pretty straightforward. It's a Facebook marketing funnel is what it is. But in order to get people into your funnel, there's really two main things that you have to do. One is you obviously need to get new people through that first layer, which is becoming your friends or follow you, whatever, on Facebook. I think if you're just following one direction, like if they're following you, then they follow you. But if you follow each other, you're friends. I think that's the way it's supposed to work now. Because it used to just be friends, and now it's a marketing platform beyond just follow people that are your friends. We all realize that now. I remember I was like, why would I follow somebody on social media? I don't know them. So what you do is you'd go to like groups, and you'd find groups that are relevant to your niche, and then you would grow those, and then you would do a very simple pattern in these groups where you would engage in them for like 20 minutes and you'd actually be helpful. If somebody had a question and you had to answer, go and solve it. Don't sell them anything, just be helpful and helpful. And that's one of the things that will draw people back to your profile, your main profile page. And then, by engaging in those groups, you'll become more of an authority, and then people kind of funnel right back into your personal profile page. Now that takes time, obviously. So that's a thing that that I have to do manually. And then also, if I want to keep my engagement in seat, so there's people that have become friends with, they become friends, but they haven't necessarily looked at my stuff. Maybe they hit that first thing and become friends, and they haven't become a sale. Now all you do in order to get in this feed, you want people to see your posts in this feed, is when they engage in your content, then you're going to see in their feed. And when you engage in their content, you're more likely to be seen in their feed. So by engaging in their content, you are more likely to be seen than just being that spam poster that just posts and disappears. So you go to your Facebook main feed, and what I personally do is I'll set like a timer for minimum 20 minutes, and I'll say I'm just going to go through here, skip every group and every sponsored post. Like this is sponsored, I skip it. And then I would just come to like Ms. or whatever, breaking, and I would take a quick look at what they're saying. And you could even, if you have trouble doing this, just drag it over, and you could use your chatbot of choice and have it write you a quick reply if you want something a little bit quicker and more thorough, or something more than just a thumbs up. Great thought, blah. I hate that. I absolutely hate that. So this person's like 10 prompts, so they're actually getting people to go into their comments to see the thing. That's one strategy that a lot of people use. So honestly, if it goes more than like one, this person actually did, they said 9, 10 perplexity prompts, and they're all like, okay, this one actually makes sense. I've seen people do this kind of like a shitty way where they just one comment then the next, and they don't ever connect with each other. This actually makes sense because they all keep them together. Makes sense. Good job, person that's creating this post. Okay, if you have questions about this, let me know. But so you can come to this post, and so personally, I've been playing around. I have just started testing Claude Cowork. All this stuff is all this stuff is pretty awesome, and I spelled awesome like horrifically wrong. Man, fat fingers. So now I've given kind of like an engagement to it, and then so you want it to be at least the heart or the care. You never want it to, the like is neutral, and angry, like, unless you hate it, you want it to be anything but the thumbs up. That's the point. All of these mean more than just the thumbs up, even if it's a negative emotion or reaction. And then I just move on and you go through the whole thing, and then you come here and you leave your post so you show up in their feed. And again, it's like results, value, lifestyle is kind of the pattern that you post in. So results, value, lifestyle. Done. It's super simple. But what if you didn't want to do all of this stuff like manually? I was working with Claude right here. So we have Claude, which, if you don't know what that is, here, I'll just Claude. Ooh, not upgrade, just a regular site. I know. Oh no, you won't let me go to the regular. It won't let me go to the regular site because I'm logged in. It's all good. So Claude is basically, if you know what like ChatGPT is, or Gemini, or there's Perplexity, Claude is another one of those languages that's like, you have OpenAI and then you have Anthropic, which is like OpenAI, and Claude is like their ChatGPT. But it's everybody's been trying to create these AI agents that will go and do things for you, but this is the first one that I've actually seen that actually delivers on even a fraction of what it's trying to promise. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you kind of like the whole work through flow. So I created something. So I want to be able to prime the feed. I call it priming the feed because that's the way I heard it originally. So I want to have my chat bot come here. I want it to come to Facebook. I want it to do a particular task. So I want it to start engaging in this feed and start engaging with these posts, but the right ones. I want it to engage only in ones that say, like the ones that I say follow like a real person. Even if they're doing marketing posts, it's fine. But if it says like sponsored, I have it skip that. And if it's part of like a Facebook group like this, I have it skip that as well. So then it just skips over those. But now I don't have to do that manually, so I'm working on this skill, but then I will work on another skill that actually handles the groups. Then I have a couple different things. You have now you have an AI agent that will handle getting new friends, basically going and making new friends in these Facebook groups, going and engaging in a Facebook group and creating value. What's going on here? Sure, I'll do that later. It will create value in that Facebook group. So, and that then people will, send you friend requests, or you could have it, if somebody replies, that's a good way to do it. So if somebody replies to your Facebook post, or like you leave a comment or a helpful post and somebody replies, that kind of person has actually shown actions. So maybe you want to send a friend request to them, and maybe send them a message, say, hey, I'm glad that you replied to this. And it could be a personal message because it's AI, and say, hey, thanks for doing this. I'll send, maybe there's something they mentioned and you have a one extra tip. But AI actually sends that extra tip, and now they'll remember you, and then you become more of an authority. You've been more helpful, and you haven't actually asked for anything. So when they think about a solution, they're going to come to you, whatever it is. Maybe like I'm doing it for AI automations, but it could be for whatever your niche is. Maybe it's, dog foods. I don't know, whatever. I don't care. So let's just go ahead and actually just go through this one. So, let me just show the one that I actually was. Why is this one got a blue on it? That's probably because I got stuck. So this one is the one that I'm actually been working on. So I'm in here. I've kind of been like building out my actual. Here you can see a little bit more. There you go. Is that better? There you go. There. Here. I don't know. Maybe it was better thinner. There you go. I want everybody to be able to see. So right here we have all the skills that I would see, and when just called it my priming the Facebook feed, because when I saw that there was like a direction that it went, that I'm like, it would be better to do it this way, or let's rethink about the flow, maybe make it a little more efficient, because it takes credits or tokens every time it's doing something. So here, let me show you. So going like to usage, and we can see like I'm already 38% into my current usage, and like 51. I'm probably gonna just have to upgrade to the $100 plan personally. I know, I don't have to do it, but I was just seeing how much I can get done on the $20 plan, and obviously I need the $100 plan, because I'm like halfway through my week's use. Part of it was because I've been building stuff. I feel like if you are not building the stuff as much, your credits might work, but I think long term, like if you're using this as a proper agent, $20 plan is probably not going to cut it, but hopefully it buys back more than $100 worth of your time by using those credits. So okay, let's go back. All right, so if I wanted to make any modifications, I just could see it's like the folder. I was updating some data management that I have. So what I've done here, this is the whole entire folder. And this is going to be another skill I'm going to have to build, but I did that manually this time. But I'm not going to open that up, actually. I don't know what it might show. But I had it scrape or do a data retrieval from Facebook. And what that does is when you retrieve that data from Facebook, it will show like all my posts, how much they engaged, if I engaged with somebody else's posts, anywhere I engaged on Facebook, and you could just say I wanted to have these particular ones. I just had it focus on that's like there was no like ad data or any of that stuff. Just metrics for my channel and for my posts, and then there's another file right here that I created, or I had it created. And I just did 2 posts after I created it. I ran it twice, and it grabbed those posts, said when they were posted, and combining the information on coming from here. This is what's filled out when it actually does the post. Now it's going to be able to continuously, every time that document updates, it could just go grab that, update the comments, any shares, its metrics, so we have kind of an idea of what posts have done well and which ones haven't, or why would I want to do the same post over and over? And now I have a document that the AI can reference every single time that it is replying or creating a post, and it will see all my replies because it downloaded all of the Facebook data. And then like when see how well I've engaged with other people's posts, and then it will see which posts, my personal posts, are doing well, and it will be able to fine tune and improve upon those because it's improving on the knowledge base that I've given it 2 sources on how to improve this knowledge base, making it so now I could start a fresh conversation, because with Gemini, or not Gemini, with Cowork from Claude Cowork, it's a fresh conversation because you have a thing called skills. So the skill isn't necessarily going to continuously get bigger. Just this document that it has right here is going to continuously get more filled out, and instead of making the skill bigger and more complex. So let's go ahead and go. The way that you would start it would be like this. So I've already saved it, but I'm just going to go and create a new task. So you, like in Cowork or you have to download you have to have a paid plan, $20 plan, or $17 if you pay for the year. It works. And then you get 3 different boxes at the top. You get chat, Cowork, and then code. I haven't even dove too much into code yet because I'm too much into Cowork. But you get chat and then Cowork. Cowork is when you're going to be able to control stuff on your computer. So I have the folder that I'm going to connect. So I'm going to connect Facebook engagement. I also had like desktop when I cleaned up my desktop, and you just connect the folder that you want it to have access to. And now all what I'm going to say is something simple. So I'm just going to say, because I was using the term, remember, prime my Facebook feed. Something as simple as that. That's all. I haven't told it anything, and I want it to use I want to give it access to that folder, the Facebook engagement folder. And you could pick whichever model you want. There's Opus, it's going to burn through credits way faster. There's Sonnet, there's Haiku, but I've seen Sonnet being fine, and that's their middle one, so, it's only going to get better, right? So I'm going to hit let's go, and let's see what happens. So, see everything? Okay, everybody sees everything. Good. Okay, along the side it says instructions, Facebook engagement, and now it's grabbed the priming the Facebook feed skill, because it understood that I was asking for that, and it knew that there was a skill that was there that will instruct me on how to do that. So one thing that I instructed this skill to do is ask me like a multiple choice question after every single post. So I asked it to do this because I wanted it. So if say I gave the skill to you, I would never want there to be a point where you questioned what to do next. So like, ready to prime the feed. How long do you want to go? So you could have it, say I wanted to engage with a full session. I tell it to be 45 minutes to an hour, just because the agent doesn't go nearly as fast as I would if I was doing this manually. And I would do it for like 20 minutes if I was doing it manually. And this works pretty well, or you could do a quick hit or skip, or you could type in whatever. I could say like do for like 3, but I'm going to say full session. And if I need to interrupt it, I can. So what will happen when I hit that, it's going to say it's working. So it's full session, and it's going to start. See, I've just pulled up Facebook tab, but now I get this pop up. You could click this on after everyone, but I just allow it all browser actions. If you want this to be completely automated, you need to go into your settings and allow this completely, which I'm still testing it before I feel comfortable with that. But this will allow it to do everything. So I click that, and now, boop, look, it just took control of my account. So let me see. I'm gonna make it so you can see both of them. So now, say it's going down my feed. First prompt. So I'm just gonna go down the feed. I think you can see that in both. There you go. So I found this one right here. Full session. Feed is loaded. Detected it was a sponsored post. So it's moving on to the next thing. It's going to skip this one because that one is in a Facebook group. Oh, this one wasn't. I guess that was a personal one. So, So whenever there's an issue, so I think I actually messed it up because I brought my mouse over. I was about to try and click it. So now it's clicking the heart. See, I'm not touching anything. My hand's right here. It's doing it for me. Because I told it that I told you that I wanted it to be a heart. So now it has to actually do the pop-up versus. I'm going to stop interfering with it. Oh, it worked. Okay. So now that it's done the heart, it's going to paste in a reply. It'll be down there at the bottom, right there. Claude study. Okay. Yep. So now it's sent the post. There I am. Again, it's just engaged in this post and doing actions like this. And that's actually a post that sounds like me. And as it, say you go onto your Facebook account and you are able to create. You're gonna really you're not gonna do this automatically all the time. I'm just doing this so it takes the part that I would have to do manually, that takes time, I could automate now. So it's scrolling down here, so you can see here. Back to the feed. Next up, faceless digital marketing. It's gonna skip that because, oh no, maybe that's a person. Got the heart right there. So let me just say, after this one, let's create our post. So this would have gone on for 45 minutes to an hour if I just let it go. There you go. So now it gave, oh, so now. Remember I said it was a group. I was right there. It gave it the reaction, but no. Got it. Wrapping up after this post. Then we'll go straight to creating yours. Which, with all my testing, I might be posting too much. But, so with this automation, what you could do is you could take this and just run this. So you come to your Claude terminal, or your Claude app on your computer, and just say, hey, prime my Facebook feed. And it just goes and does it. Maybe it takes longer than it would take if you were doing it manually, but now you don't have to think about it. You could set all those things to auto-approve that I was approving manually. So here we go. Okay, here are 3 post ideas based on what's worked in your space. Got it. So it's finished with that last one that we're talking about. So now it says, what I stopped doing since using AI. Let's just go with their first one, the AI moment that changed things. Let's click that and see what it gives us. Let's see what that gets. Here, let me bring this a little to center. Okay. Okay. Full draft. When AI stopped being a tool. Let's make it shorter and punchier. I like shorter and punchier. It seemed like a novel that they just gave us there, didn't it? Didn't it? So I'm going to get this whole entire workflow done. So let's say tightened it up. There's a moment when AI stopped being a tool and started feeling like someone working alongside me. I built on instead of about N8N, because we're talking about Claude, make it about Claude Cowork. Smarty pants. Jeez. I have to tell the AI everything. But so I'm starting with a fresh thing. So the idea is that, like, the real idea is that now I have Facebook data, so I'm going to be able to start growing that data. I've created a skill right here that's going to be able to where is it? I've created a skill that's going to be able to create these, like, one of the steps that I need. And I create another skill for the next step, and so on and so forth. Because this is the priming the feed skill, but I also need to create a skill that will allow me to engage in the Facebook page groups, and then another skill in order to go and grab the weekly go and request updated Facebook data. And that way, I don't need to do any of this with API. Like, I don't need to pay API fees. It's all done. If it can't be done through connections, it could just be done through the browser. So, all right. So let's see what's okay. New version. There's always a new moment. AI stop being a tool. Make it even shorter. That was way too long. Way too long. Way too long. Am I wrong? That's not too long. Yes, it is. Somebody said they want to know what. Somebody replied to what? Hold on. I want to share video. Yeah. Wait, no. Wait. Somebody did reply. What do you know? None of that is relevant to what I'm doing right now. Stop. Okay, I can keep on tweaking it. I can go down the rabbit hole. Let's just say I love it. I love it. I love it so much. Approved, confirming before it goes live. Yes, post it. You could make all of those. See, I made it so there's a check thing. You could say auto approve everything. Just run it. Because I made that into an assistant, not into so there you see it's pasting. I did not touch anything, I swear. I swear I'm not touching anything. It says working. Oh, let's see. Dialogue is open. Okay, trying to post now. There you go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It just my hands were right here. You saw. Everybody saw. My hands right here. Right here. Just like right here. You see them? My hands are right here. I'm not touching the computer. It's posting. Magic. I love it. Oh, it's done. There you go. So now I'm still working on the next step. But now it's posting. It's live. Just now, I gotta have so many like repetitive posts on my Facebook group personal profile today. There we go. You got that ending the question trend. There we go. So that was it. It just disconnected. And that was me basically controlling part of my computer, like an action in my computer, through just purely through Claude. And I mean, we could try and come up with like I guess I could come up with another skill as well. So let's see. So I haven't created. I'm still figuring it out myself. So that's the thing. So let's create something fresh, because the other thing that I was saying is I wanted it to be something with the. Let's actually check on my. I could do this up until I run out of credits. This is not. I'll go through this quick. So this is not going to take long. And I do like this is only like 2 days worth right here. So I've used half of my total week's allotment in 2 days. So that's not going to fly. I'm going to have to update. I'm going to have to upgrade to the $100 one where it says, well, you get like 5x that. So I could be a heavier user and be more creative and do more of this stuff with you guys. Okay, so let's see if we can solve that next problem. And if you like these things, I feel like this is something that I could do as long as you get value out of it. Like, I enjoy doing this stuff and figuring these things out live with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, I guess, and by the way, you could schedule here. So like if I wanted to schedule that to go on every day, I could be like, prime my feed, my Facebook feed. I could do that. So like something like that. And because I use the term prime my feed, and then I could say, if I just want to be Sonnet, that's fine. And then I give access to the Facebook engagement folder. And I could say, boop, 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 manual. Manual's how it currently is set, but that would be a task that I could schedule. So if I want it to be like a daily thing, I could say every day at 9 a.m. it would just run. And then, or say I want it, heck, I mean, maybe I get up at 6. I say 5 o'clock, I want it to be done before I'm awake. Why make me look like I'm an earlier riser than I am? Go to 4, whatever, every day at 4 a.m. Click that. It says engage every day at 4 a.m. That would be a task. If I wanted to remove it, I could just remove it there. So yeah, I'm going to turn that off at least for now. But I like this just because now I can just come here and hit this button and it will run my task. See, like everything right there. Cool. So, but let's go ahead and create the other. I'll need to test that to make sure running it through this exact setup. But let's go ahead and create the other part, like the part for the Facebook groups. Okay, so Facebook engagement, it's the folder that we're going to give it. And again, I'm figuring this out as I go, so we're learning together. So let's create a skill where you go to Facebook, go to a Facebook page. And have, I don't know, have Cowork organically engage and reply to I'm just figuring this out as I go. So have a coworker engage and reply to everyone's group in the post. After it is done engaging, ask if it should post something from you in the group. Always helpful. Always helpful and never selling. You're just purely providing value there, but now you can have your AI agent in there providing value while you're off, living life. Let's see. The replies should be legitimately helpful or actually helpful. if you have like, let's see, conversations we have had with others on Facebook that are, we can. So let's say if we have past conversations we had with others on Facebook, we can use those, use the knowledge from them, the reply. You can even reference the other person's post if it makes sense to give them credit. Things like this. It's like you're trying to become organic, like helpful. You're basically sending out a bot to go and just be free customer service is what it is. And people are going to go like, oh, like, this is great. I love your customer service bot. But instead of having like a tool that you have to go and worry that's going to break, you know, it's just doing it all in the browser. Okay. Okay. The other person's post. So I say maybe we create a knowledge section for this. Okay. Facebook post tracker doc. All right, let's see. Should we see what it gives us? Is that enough info? The end goal is to engage in the Facebook groups so you are seen as an authority. Some of those people will click on your profile and go down your funnel. So there's also one other step that I would do, and it's to basically go, and if people engage me, I would think I would make it into another skill that goes and checks your post. So maybe it when you post in someone else's group, please save a link to that post in our document. So there's a reason why this is actually a really powerful thing to do. So what we could do is, first off, I'm going to be able to go and create another skill that I thought of. So what I'll be able to do with that is with Facebook, and this works on your feed as well as in your like in Facebook groups. So say engagement on a post, or it doesn't matter if it's your post or not. So what you do is you could post. You remember how I said, like, you don't have to go post every time in that Facebook group. Go and engage and be helpful. And then go and create that occasional, like, hey guys, how's it going post, like, and then you go and create those gold posts like that super value post. Go and post it in there. But then what you're going to do is you're going to have your Facebook is going to push that back up to the top of the engagement, and people are going to go like, oh, this thing. Now you get people that see this post that was posted a month ago that's now showing that there's new engagement on it. It's pushing it to the top of the feed, and people start engaging in it again. And next thing you know, you have this post that's months old that you keep on pushing to the top of the feed, and everybody goes like, how is this possible? I've done this in schools. Algorithm works very similar to this. It's very easy to gamify and hack. And this is actually getting me excited to do this again because I missed it. I missed it so much, screwing with people. Okay, so anyway, save a link to the post. Each group of posts should be organized with their own group in the doc. And later I'll have it go and I'll actually create another category that saves the when I do my own posts, because you can do the same thing on your feed. So you could go and say, and I can go and re-engage in it. And since it will have access directly all the links, now I don't have to have it go and search everything. Done. Let's just go. Okay. Anything else for first wave? Then I test this and see what works. And then once I run out of credits, I come back and test it later after I can work on it more, or I upgrade. I'm gonna have to upgrade. Let's do it. All right. Let's see what it says. It is Skill Creator. Update to-do list. Oh. Okay. It's not going to add the skill until I publish it. What am I looking at? It's not going to add anything. Yeah. All right. So it's okay. Good. I've got a solid picture of the existing setup. Now let me ask a few important questions before writing the skill. It's asking them. Ask away. Ask away. I'm ready. Here, let me hide this so I can. How would the skill know which Facebook groups to target? This determines how the skill is structured. Okay. Let's just say 5 groups, because 5 is still plenty. That sounds good. So I told it that basically I would give it 5 to always recommend, to build it into the skill, I guess. And then I can give it like an option just to paste in a link to the other one. That's like, I'm not trying to get it to do everything for me. I'm just being able to say, like, I want to be able to just paste a link and have it do the work for me. And then I walk away. For the knowledge base. When engaging in the group, how should Claude present to you? Show me each one. So yeah. So it's an assistant. It's going to pop up, and then you could be doing other stuff, and like, oh, here's your reply. Oh, cool. Approve. And that's kind of like the way that I'm looking at it right now. I don't doubt that it's going to get better. It's going to keep on getting better. Okay. What would be logged in? Full details, lightweight, just nope, full details. After engaging in all the group posts, when Claude offers to post something from you in the group. Yep. Let me choose each time. I like that better. Because then I could have the option. Story base is fine too. But do you have a list of 5 groups? Yes, I'll paste them in. Ask each time. Not yet. Ask each session. Yeah, let's just do that for now. All right. Just thinking, let's take a look and see what usage it's done for us. Yeah, it was at like 39. Going to like 10. Jeez. We'll get through it. Burn through all my credits. Okay. It's thinking. Good. I have everything I need. Now let me build a full skill plus the supporting scripts. I never thought that I'd be this good of a coder. I'm really good at this. Oh, sorry. I just noticed a comment. What's up? Oh, Choo-choo. It's cutting it off. There we go. I got to figure out why it's cutting off. You're the one person watching my live. Thanks. What is it? The real owners. How's it going? Thanks for watching the live. I'm just it's writing a skill, right? See, look at it. 5,000 characters. I love how easy this is. It's just so crazy. Just writing the skill. And after this, I'm going to test it. I'm just going to run everything and just see what problems happen, and I'll fine tune it. And then I will have a skill that will prime my feed, basically making it so it will go and engage for me on Facebook. Then I will have a skill that will go and engage for me in Facebook groups. And, I'm sure anything that I do manually on Facebook now, I'm just going to build a skill, and it's going to go and do it for me. The thing that does take a lot of obvious, like it's building the skill right now. It's using a bunch of my data. I mean, like what were we at? 49% a second ago. No. Still not updated. But it's writing it. Set up group sheet on Python. It's probably updating some of these. Let's see if it has. Not yet. Let's get add a new tab here. Nice. And I'll build a skill that will actually be able to go and grab my data, because or grab the, what do you call it? Not the data. Yeah, the Facebook data. That way I'll just have that run once a week. We'll go and grab my Facebook data, and I'll have it updated. And that way, every week, it will just get smarter and smarter. All right. Oops. Okay. Let's write in the skill. We're doing it. There you go. There we go. Okay, cool. So, and just like that, it's actually done. So what you could do here, which I recommend, is you actually take the time to kind of like read through this. And if there's any changes you want to make, you can make it at this point, versus you just burning through credits. But so we got find, session name, store results, and tracker path. So let's take a look at this actually. So look, it created more stuff. I don't know if you remember, but we had our knowledge base. Okay, there we go. Knowledge base. It created a knowledge base, key insight, point, post people, example phrasing where you describe it actually, common. Category AI automation. So there you go. So now actually group engagement log right here too. And we'll see as we start doing filling one in. Oh, I can't speak. Tone, warm. If we wanted to change this stuff, I just tell it, hey, can we sound a little bit more like this? And it'll start creating story arc. It's literally creating my marketing. Hello, how's that, Flashy Boyle? How's it going? I'm just playing around with Claude Cowork, and I'm creating a way for me to just like take all the stuff that I was doing manually to like market on Facebook, just having it do it all automatically for me. So right now I'm creating one that will engage in Facebook groups for me, or help. Basically, it kind of creates like a help bot. It's pretty cool. Current session, so track path, so it did the right path. Skip sponsored. There shouldn't be any sponsored in Facebook page group. Aim to engage with 5 to 10 posts per group. Yep. Post original content in group. Write full post. Confirm post. All right, so let's just go ahead and do this. Let's copy to skills. So now we got that skill. If I want to go to manage skills, we got the Facebook group engagement. There it is. Oops. There we go. So we get, just post it again. Don't think I had to do that. And you could also connect different plugins. Let's go ahead and see. I have to say something like, what is it? Let's see. Engage in my Facebook groups is one of the trigger words. So let's go ahead and create a conversation and see what it does. Let's see. Got the right folder connected. Let's go. So both skills, I work out of that folder. And right now it doesn't actually need the other one, so it's only accessing the group engagement. So, okay. So it says, which group are we hitting today? So let's just go and find one manually. I didn't answer the questions. What a jerk. Okay. All right. Bot launch. Let's see. Let's just do this one. I'm in here. I know it works. Let's make sure I'm not actually in it because I want to see how it's going to handle it. So I'm going to paste that link. I gotta, again, I could give it all access to this, but I'm just click it manually each time. All right, so it just went to that link. There we go. Got one. I don't think it's working. It's scrolling down to view additional content. Okay. Well, let it do its thing. I don't think this ever ends. Why is it have to do this thing? It's just scrolling down to view more content. All right. All right. Okay. Let's see. All right. There we go. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Let me draft the first reply. Cool. It's actually, it kind of looked at everything and caught the best ones to engage with. So, post for anyone that sells workflows, how did you make it in my voice and don't make anything up? I like that. Yeah. You can use other people's stories. Curious how much I've used now. Only 59. It's slowly taking 10% since. Try a different angle. For the reduced rate or free, document the results. Case studies. Trying to land a stranger's client. I like this. This is great. This is actually a really good post. So I'm just going to post it and let's see what happens. I already see a note that I need to make on it. So I like it so far. It's helping me engage properly. There you go. So I just saw it just paste it down there. But what I didn't tell it is I didn't want it to actually go and engage with everything or like give it a heart, which I'll fix that in the next one. Something like this. So like not that manually. Okay, so I see another problem. Okay. Okay, so it grabbed a URL. No. Okay. Group knowledge base. I don't see a link to it. Okay, so let's pause this for a second. So let's go back to so we can work on our skill again. I noticed a few things. So before we comment on anyone's post in a group, we should react to their post with a heart. What was the other thing? There's we do not need to log every reply in our log. Only our own posts. We will have access to old replies in the Facebook data. There we go. All right, let's see. Anything else that we want to make sure that we've noted on before? The Facebook data. I like that it engaged in, that it found several posts it thinks we should engage with. If it wants to recommend some that is good, but it should still do more to other, I guess, hang on, I'm even speaking. It still should do more. So was it 5? So if we wanted it to 10 posts, something like that. Mm-hmm. All right, it's editing up the skill, doing all the code like a ninja. All right. Skill right in there. 11 kilobytes. Oh, wait. This is the skill we're working on, and this is the other one. So the other one's bigger. All right. There we go. Again, if you want to read through this all, we wrote that in Python. Again, pretty epic. I think that's redundant. Just did that again twice. Let's go. Facebook group engagement. What did I give it access to? I don't think I did. I don't know. Yeah, it must have been. All right, let's just do this same. Let's do a different group. Engagement in these posts. 10 comments. All right, let's look at this one. Again, it doesn't have to be the... I'm testing. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right. Good access. All right, let's see what it does. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the AI overlord does. Okay, I went to the thing there. They're taking a look. Taking a look-see. Mm-hmm. Oh, Burnanate. Oh, all right. Come on. Scrape faster, scraper. I will have to just like have it auto confirm everything. Right in Jonathan's wheelhouse. Thinking. 10 seconds. It's pretty crazy that this is just the beginning. Perfect. Head of now. All right, found 5 that it likes and then it's gonna do 5 more afterwards if I give it the time. So let's see. So it's scrolling back to another post. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There, it's giving a little like or heart. Wow. Get done. Now it's gonna leave a comment. I think they're gonna verify the comment with me, I think. But I mean, like I'm using the training wheel version, but I could create another. Proposed reply, Grace. There. Is anyone actually making money selling these AI services? I feel like these YouTubers who promote the stuff are grifters because most people in these groups. Grace, the frustration makes sense. There's a lot of noise in this space. The one that I've seen continuously earning around or selling AI aren't. They pick one specific painful problem and one specific. This is true. That's how to do it. Problem for one specific type of business and got really good at solving just that. The problem stalls out are trying to offer everything to everyone. So what do you want to do? That's perfect. That's a perfect post. It's pure value. It's true. It's like that's very much the fact. Everybody's trying to be the jack of all trades when you just need to be the master of one thing. So I'll let it post that, but I'm not. Guess I just joined this group. It dismissed it. It agreed with the group rules for me. Cool. So now, effectively, what I've created is a thing where I just paste in a Facebook group, assumingly one that I'm in, and it will go and it will actually go and create engagement with it. And that was, like, in all honesty, like, that was not a bad reply. It was very helpful. Whether it was an AI generated reply or not, it found their post. So if I can create something that goes into these groups and is just what's that? What did wrong? Again, this is like the very beginning of it, so I just have no doubt that it's going to continuously get better. And this is already, if I had one complaint so far, it's that it just goes slow, and I have no doubt that that's going to go faster. Okay. confused on what it's confused about. Well, it hit a snag somewhere. Well. All right. Well, you get the idea. I need to fine tune it, but this is how you kind of like automate everything. So now, what have I got? I got something that's going to go and engage with my Facebook feed. That works a little bit better. This one still needs some work. And then one that will engage with whatever Facebook group. I just paste the link in, and it will go and do it, and then I just get prompts to just follow up. So I can honestly, I think that it's just going to be endless. Anything that you were doing manually, you can create a workflow that will just do it. And if you're no longer limited to, you're no longer limited to just being connected to, like for instance, here connectors. So you could do things like, Google Drive and Canva or GitHub, or this is the Claude Chrome extension, but you could add custom ones. Browse connectors. See, there's all these different connectors that you could have, and yeah. Like I get so. For instance, I'm probably going to because I need to have access to Gmail that is connected to this Facebook, because when the Facebook gets when that Gmail's sent, or I also could even just have every comment like sent as an email, and it would have access to that, and all these different things that you could do. Canva, HubSpot, Gamma, which is you can create like presentations and stuff, and you could use your terminal would just basically be your chatbot in Cowork. There's all these different things. You could have Box, which is like Dropbox, Monday for your being productive. Say there's anything you can't connect, pretty much anything else you can connect with NAN. Or Monday, like I said, Monday, maybe a payment terminal. There's Stripe. There's all these different things. So I can go down this list. It's pretty long. But yeah, so cool. I'm gonna continue doing more of these live builds. This was actually pretty fun for me. Let me know if you like it in the comments. I'm gonna but I don't want to use up every single bit of my. I am gonna upgrade my next when I run out. I'm just gonna have to upgrade because what is it? See, I'm already got an hour and 49 minutes. Cool. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. This was fun. I did enjoy it. And I'm going to continue working on these flows and see if, I'm going to learn more about it, and I'll share with everybody. So, all right. Again, my name is Jonathan Tuckerly.